We're going to start with the bread is now rising in a metal pan. I did not show you the mixing procedure for that. I have halved the recipe. You can choose whatever recipe, full or half. Since this is a test, I chose to do half a loaf to see how it would end up. It is going to wait for 1 hour to rise. Then we'll knead it again, just short period of time, roll it into a ball, and wait another 30 minutes. During that time, we are going to start the fire or the charcoals, which will need about 30 minutes. Then we're going to need at least 30 minutes for the Dutch oven to preheat. Once again, we're going to preheat the Dutch oven. Items that you're going to need to make bread in a Dutch oven. Charcoal, your choice. I just happen to find Kingsford along with Kingsford charcoal starter, a lighter starter, however you'd like to call it. We have a 10-inch Dutch oven, a Dutch oven trivet. I use it for taking it and putting it, instead of the lid being set on the ground, you can set a hot lid on top of that because your coals are still going to be on it as you check. We'll go into that as we're cooking. A lid lifter, a pair of tongs, long, short, for moving your coals around. I prefer wearing heat gloves because I am closer with a small set of tongs. Once again, these are the items that you're going to need. We did our bread a second time. We're allowing it to rise for another 30 minutes. We'll go and check on the fire in the Dutch oven now. As you can see, we're preheating the Dutch oven. We'd like for it to be about 400 degrees, and according to the chart, with 12 on the bottom, and those on top, it should be enough. Okay, there should be 16 on top, and I'm one short. I'll have to straighten it out. Now with our Dutch oven preheated and our last rise on our bread, we're going to begin to cook. Bake. Dutch oven, however you want to put it. Place a piece of parchment paper over a trivet. Now placed in the Dutch oven, and we're going to put the lid on top. Now we're going to reposition our coals. They seem to burn down a lot quicker than what I've expected. We'll come back in 15 minutes and check it. We've now turned it a quarter direction one way and the top a quarter direction in the other. And we'll come back in 15 minutes and do it again. We've done our turn, quarter direction in each direction for the bottom and the top. I've added a few more coals on the top. Let's look at the bread as it's coming out now. Let's see how it's doing. Oh, that's pretty. cook for another 15 minutes and we'll check it again. Look at our bread and see how it is cooking, and it has been 45 minutes. Whoops, got a nice color. I believe it's done. Once again, I believe it's done. Look how nice that bread looks. What we need now is a good splotch of butter on the top of it. Say that's too much butter? Yeah. Not for me. Well, that's finished. We're going to wait a little while and then I'll cut it and see how it is. Actually, for the first time ever cooking bread in a Dutch oven, I think it looks rather nice.